Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode number 21 of the Carolina Hurricanes BGM series. So we are back once again in full force, and we're gonna be doing some pretty good work here because we're 24-10-2. So we got a good overall record so far, which is pretty awesome. I think we're like second in the league behind Edmonton. So nice little point spread already for us, which is good. I mean, when you look at the Eastern Conference, we're 8th place right now. Like the only team that could really push us out of the playoffs is technically the Devils, and we're already 12 points up on them, 36 games in. Like that is really good. Like that's 6 wins more than they have to get than us throughout the course of the year, which is totally possible. But if we play 500 hockey, we're gonna be in a playoff spot. So I guess we're just gonna keep on steaming forward, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the team plays out. Again, it is performing really solid, and our AHL team too, man. Our AHL team's doing really well, so it's good to see that. It's good to see the team flowing. But anyways, I don't know if we're really going to make a lot of changes this year because the team's moving. We just lost really. Ooh, roster moves. We just lost Malcolm Subban. That is not who we wanted, but in the system here, we're gonna have to bring up a goalie, which means we're gonna have to bring up Needles. And in exchange for Needle, we'll just call him up straight up, and then we'll have to go and edit all the lines again. But NHL wise, I think we're actually going to give Althauser or Altstruler the starts in exchange for Needle. So I think that'll be a little bit better for us than in the AHL. All we have to do is worry about the goalies here, and again. Muse is going to come in for Barrett, and then Barrett's going to take the starting role. So, pretty easy decisions right here. Nope, wrong player. All right, Barrett, you're in. Get in there. There you go. And we need Muse. All right, so here we go. Here is Muse. Perfect. Let's go. I think we're in solid shoes still. Even though we lost Subban, it is a big loss, but also, Altschuler was doing really well, so that's always good. Victor Bartley is on waivers. Do we claim him? No, we decline that. As much as I would like to claim, let's view his info. If he's he should be, yeah, he's 30, so, decline. We'll decline. So, it's tough to decline, but no trade blocks. I don't think we're going to worry about the trade block too much here. I am interested in Evander Kane's performance to see if he does ramp it up a little bit here, but we'll see. We're 20-12-1, 21-12-1, 25, and we're doing really well in both leagues, man. This is insane. I am super happy with the way this team's performing. And we can't see the NHL scores because it's in the AHL stuff, which is just kind of a little bit weird. But Evander Kane's happy with his ice time, which is good. So we can go ahead and go to player morale here and just kind of see what everyone has to say in the AHL. Great, I'm glad we found a work balance that seems to work, so feels awesome getting the extra playing time out there. Glad to hear it. Keep up the hard work. Let's see, negative morale. That's not good. Our fans know this is going to be a tough game. We have to rise to the occasion. Don't disappoint them. Let's go with that. I think that's pretty fair. Some good players went up, some good players went down, so bit of a mix. Let's look at the NHL because I know we're probably going to have NHL guys all over our grill here. And it's only Ghost. Ghost is really the only person. Great, I'm glad we found a balance that works for us. So he has low locker room chemistry with Puljujarvi, which is really interesting. Actually, let's see what everyone has like chemistry-wise. So who's like low locker room chemistry? I think that's... So Nicholas Roy is actually really good friends with Puljujarvi. That's pretty good. Pashernak's his best friend. Gaudreau's Bennett's best friend. So, I mean, we could go out and get him. Vancouver and Nemish are pretty good friends. Riley Nash, I'm guessing, with Mueller. It's good friends there. Dano. Dano's his best friend. So, it looks like trading Dano was actually negative for the team in that regards. But Kane is just like, nothing's really changed there. Nothing's changed there. Nothing's changed there. So there's really no one with too much negative morale, which is good to see. Obviously, some players aren't quite getting some good roles, but we're still in good shoes. So I mean, both our teams are doing really well. You can't get mad at either one of these records. Vincourt. All right, so he gets injured. That means we do have to replace him. Well, we do have someone to come in and replace him, which is nice. So we do have a center to come in here, and we can put Blaze in here. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just shuffle things around a little bit again. Swap you two, and then we'll move Puljarvi up a little bit, and there we go. Let's get a little bit more chemistry flowing in. So all I really want to see is a little bit more chemistry flowing in. And I'm just gonna have to balance Kucherov and Kane out pretty well here. So we've scouted that a few times. Let's scout the U.S. forwards here for, let's do 3 weeks. I think it should be okay. And we'll go back to the Q forwards because there were a few players. So let's see what our complaints are. Ghost is... you need to get more ice time. I'll consider making some changes. I'll always say that. Ghost is Bear. I'm just going to call him Ghost Bear because, just the best way to put it. So, let's see. Lot to be proud of. Good work. Nice. Yeah, you've had great performance. Good. I'm happy you're back again. Even though it's your first game, so... team meeting. Savor the moment, celebrate the victory. Evander Kane went up. That is good that Kane's going up. Morale-wise, let's see. So it's only Kucherov, Teravainen, and Shiriot who aren't super happy. But, I mean, Teravainen is going to be happy enough as is. It could be performance-related for him, too. So we'll have to go see what it is, really. So we've got a fairly big lead, it looks like, over the Islanders. Because last check, like that quick glance, it seems like we were way up on them. So it seems like between Kane and Kucherov, they were both equal, no matter who we put on. It's just who do we want more goals or not. Which might make more sense to put Kucherov with Puljarvi. Ghost Bear is doing insanely well. Teravainen is alright. He's not doing great, but, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe we bump him up to the first line for a little bit and, just kind of give that a twirl. Maybe move Estefan up a line and move Puljarvi down. So get a good third line or something like that. Get a young third line in there. So that's working out pretty well. I think Subban's still out. Holy cow. I just realized he's still out and we're still rolling really well. How is he's holding the fort pretty well. Both of them, everyone's holding the fort pretty well. Everyone's in the 930s for save percentage, so that's really good. Oh yeah, let's compare everyone to the league here. Go to the league and Eastern Conference, entire league. Bean's doing well too. That's good to see here. Leader in points is Taylor Hall and Sam Bennett 1 and 2. Doughty's up there. Perry's up there. Tavares is up there. Dal Cole is up there. So I mean, yeah, it sucks that we had to get rid of him, but he wasn't getting a point per game performance for us. So in fairness, it seems to be working out decently well for both sides. We got depth that we really like, and they got stuff that they like. Hosang is probably going to get the Calder this year. Just judging from like rookie skaters and stuff, like seeing where everyone is, like it's him, Puljarvi, Perlini. Anyone else for us? Mealy's up there. Wow, for a defenseman, that's really impressive. Estefan's still there. Vanelli, Honka. Cool. And let's go ahead and let's just edit the lines a little bit here, and let's put that action plan into effect here. So we want to bump Teravainen up to the first line and put him with there. We'll move Puljarvi down. Tolchinsky can play center, so something like that. Sniper, two-way forward. He's actually a playmaker, so we can put him there. Alright, so two-way forward, sniper. Do we want him there or Nico Roy? This is 22, 22. Actually, we want Roy there. And then Tolchinsky on the fourth line. All right, we'll try this out for a little bit, see how it works. Defensively, Bean's doing well. This pairing's doing well. Mealy's doing well. Yeah, they're both doing well. That's a good pairing. It seems like it's a really good pairing, actually. Subban's out for 2 more weeks. Vancouvre's out for a week, so that's not horrible. Let's check our growth here, see what the growth is like. Looks like Fleury and Mealy kind of growing the most here. Puljarvi's definitely bumping up a little bit. Same with Benson. Benson needs to grow quicker, though, for me to be like extremely happy with him. Bennett's still growing, which is good. Let's check in the system, see who else. Niskola is up 19 overall points already. That is really nice. Rimshaw is doing really well. He's up 14 overall points. Cunning's up, which is good. That's one of our goalies that we drafted. Franzen's up 8 overall, or 8 points. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good year so far as like both sides go, and I think that's attributed a lot to winning. So, you know, when you're part of a winning team, I think you're going to grow a little bit quicker. So let's go ahead and trade deadline is on the 6th. I don't know if we're actually going to do much at the trade deadline. Like I was saying, it depends on how well we do over the next little bit here. If we seem to need depth, we'll bring in depth, but I guess we bring in Vancouver here and we put Tolchinsky into center. So we'll swap Vancouver out here on the right wing, and then we'll put Tolchinsky in the center role here. That'll be the best way to do things, I think, changing them around. All right. It's hard to keep everyone happy, but I think we're doing a good job of it. So, a decent job considering where we were at least. So, Tolchinsky and Kane are both going to be unhappy. But, you know, Estefan's going to be pretty happy in that top role there. We have a really good top 9. We have a good prospect cast to follow. We're going to be able to keep everyone fairly cheap too, which is nice. So that's always important. That's a good combination right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully, at least. 3-1 loss to the Devils. 6-5 win. There we go. We need to just see some more of those wins. We'll be pretty good there. 3-2 loss. That's all right. 5-4 loss. That's not good. We need a big win. You'll now count. You're over the roster limit, and we'll need to send a player down. Well, if we're gonna send someone down, it'll be Needles. So, let's go to rookie goalies and back to the NHL here. And Needles is up a little bit here. He doesn't have to go through waivers, which is a huge difference. Man, we have to bring him down. Oh man, because we have to keep on juggling. Oh, this sucks. We have to send 2 players down and call 1 back up pretty much. I think we're at like a point where we're just pretty much stuck. Because I literally like can't send down anyone unless I call someone up with a decent amount of salary. And it looks like I could get away with sending down Benson for a brief stint, or do we send down Roy for a brief stint? Actually, we have Roop that we can send down. No, we need to send down someone who's just literally going to be there for like 1 day and is fine with it. Minor top 4, I think, is all right to send him down. We'll be under the salary cap, so we have to send him down, and we have to go into the system and call up someone with a higher salary than him. Just gonna be Letikinen. Under the salary cap? No, we wouldn't be. Are we like stuck here? I think we're stuck. I actually like can't make any moves. I think I have to call 2 players up. I think we're stuck. Because we'd have to send down our 2 lowest salary players. And Puljarvi, well, Benson and Bean. And we'd have to bring up 2 players who have a higher salary than them, which we are. Is that gonna? And we have to send an extra player down. It would result in our team from being over the allowable player limit. Rookie goalies. So we'd have to send down. We'd have to send Needles down under the salary cap. So we have to send Needles down, and then we have to call up. To be over the level. I think I'm legitimately stuck right now. I legitimately can't do anything. Auto fix rosters. So Jake Bean got sent down. Go to player morale. I gotta see what happened there because we couldn't do anything. We need to stop the sim. He gets back for one game and gets injured again. Subban, please. Alright, let's just go assistant coach replaces player. Wow, we're tightroping it right now, and we're actually gonna have to make a call up here. So let's see. I have to call up Bean. What's the salary cap again? Manage budget. What's our salary? What's the salary cap floor? View contracts. Contract space. Alright, salary cap, team cap hit. It actually doesn't say what our floor is. Cap space, we have 16 million, so we're probably like right at the floor. We have to call Bean back up. So we're calling him back up. I wish I could just like add someone's salary. Like we have Kane at 7 million. Kucherov I'm gonna pay big time over the summer, I think. I'll pay Puljujärvi pretty big. Because we need to. So man, this is a weird situation to be in. Because I actually have to end up right now. I legitimately have to trade players in order to be able to maintain the lines I want to have. Because right now Bennett on the second line isn't good. Vancouver where he is isn't good. Benson on the fourth line isn't good. I don't want Tolchinsky there. I want Puljujärvi there. I want Benson up a line because I want him playing. And defensively, we got Mirko Mueller, Fleury, Ruop. Who did we bring in that scratched? Scratched are Shariat, Subban, and Samuel Blaze. So nothing's changed there. And goalies are Needles and... Yeah, this is just bizarre, man. I really don't know what to do right now because we're barely under the cap. And then if we switch to the NHL or AHL, we gotta get Bean playing, and I don't think he's gonna be... Alright, so he is playing. I want him playing in the NHL, though. I really do, because he's been doing what? What's his career for us? Season stats. Wish it showed his NHL stats. So we'll have to check his NHL stats here and decide if he's doing good enough to warrant him coming up for the year. So that's in player stats here. So Stat Central, we're gonna have to go through this. This might take a little bit to decide on here. So let's go ahead and you know what? 12 points in 56 games for a rookie defenseman is huge. Yeah, that's huge. Teravainen's a little bit happier, which is good. Ankle move came back up to the first line. But we're going to have to bring in some salary, which sucks. So I have to see what kind of trades we can make here. Because I do want Bean. And wanting Bean means we're going to have to give up a decent amount here. So let's just scroll through everything. So they have Matt Molson on the trade block. That's not bad. Giordano on the trade block. Varlamov, Letnin, Spezza, Oduya, Nyquist is on the trade block. Really? Wow, he must have demanded a trade. What's his salary like? If his salary is 4 points, I don't have room for him is the problem. I need someone who's fine in a third line role, which is gonna be the issue. Like we need someone in a third line role here, and Boland could be a fit. Lots of unhappy players now though, which is kind of interesting to see. Nieto. Actually, we need to sort by salary here. It doesn't even matter. Nothing else matters except for salary. Alright. So Boland, he's got literally nothing left in him. What's his role? Minor scorer. So we could literally take on Boland's contract for nothing and keep him in the NHL. And that would keep us cap compliant. I think that's worth it. I think. Like, literally, the only reason we're going out to get Boland is to keep us cap compliant. And I think we do have to send someone down in that case, which isn't a problem. I'm not trading away anyone. I'm just going to offer up, like, a really late pick. Where's the 7th round pick? Because realistically, that's all they should be getting for him. Yeah, like, even a 7th is pretty high. Do you have, like, any really low-valued prospects that we can, like, Shiriot, no. Festerling. If there's, like, anyone down here that's signed that I really don't think we should sign, then I can get rid of them, but, no one, like, 60. Let's start by age, and let's go oldest to youngest. Shiriot's not happy, but I don't want to trade him because he's a good depth piece. Oh wait, we did want to sort by that and just see if there's someone in here that like absolutely doesn't fit with the team mold. And Eriksson Ek, I want to keep him. Let's get rid of Playfair, I think. He's 21, he's 64 overall. We took him in 2017, so it's a couple years ago. Like, literally do that trade. But then again, we're getting rid of a contract. If I'm going to take in a contract like that, I do want to get rid of a contract. So, sort by age again, and let's see who's got that shenanigans that we want to get rid of here. Mealy's got elite potential. Holy cow. That's, well, he always had elite potential, but Jasic, really. Reemshaw, I don't want to get rid of him. De Jong, not getting rid of him. Lane, we could get rid of Lane. I mean, it's really going to cost us nothing. Vikingstad, he's got a sick name, I'm not going to lie. But he's got such low potential that, you know what, if we can just flip him for Boland, then I am perfectly fine with that. So, we had to make that trade again, guys, just to keep us within the cap. We're literally benching David Boland. It doesn't even matter. No lines scratched. I believe he's up here now. So he's up here now, which means that we can actually go ahead and do some magic here and juggle some players up and down. Who's Shiriot's best friends? Tolchinsky, Blay, and Estefan and Vincourt. So no one's super major. You know, he's got best friends with his locker room buddy, his bench buddy, but I think that's all right. And I do want to call it Bean. So I guess in order to call it Bean, we can send down, we'll send down Blay to call it Bean. And I think that's fair enough because we can get him some good playing time. Who's unhappy? Alright, just those guys. I mean, we could send down Shiriot, but I think that's a little bit risky there. So we're going to send down Blay and call it Bean. So swap him out with, in the system here, sort by overall. Oh, we got Dubé's up a lot, Bean's up a bit, so we'll call him back up here. There we go. I mean, as much as he's upset for being sent down, we gotta do what we gotta do here. We could put Boland through to the minors, and I'm pretty sure he'd still count against our cap. But I don't want him counting against our cap. Or I want him counting against our cap. So now we have cap space to wiggle around with, which is nice. And we can wiggle our lines around here. So let's go ahead and let's do that quickly. Defensively, Who's up here that isn't? So there's Roop. Roop is up here that shouldn't be. I called up Bean. Where is Bean? Where is Bean? Did I not call him up? Roster moves? Maybe I didn't call him up. That's probably what happened. I didn't call him up. Unless he's on like a one-way contract. Yeah, I didn't call him up. Alright, I was panicking, man. I was worried. I'm just like, oh dear. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. And it's like, oh, okay, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Line-wise. Sam Bennett, man. I think he's got to get top-line minutes here. And Kucherov or Kane, I'd rather make Kane happy because Kane seems to be a little bit easier to keep happy. So, not much, but enough. Bean's going to be filling in here. Welcome to the squad, Bean, again. He's been around this organization before, so he knows what to expect. And then we're going to swap out Roop for Fleury. There we go. And we are looking good. So we got Ghost Bear, Melee, Bean, and Mueller as solid. Now let's switch to the AHL here. And we can actually swap out Eriksson Ek because of the position he's in with Blay. And we can actually, so that's playmaker, power forward, 2-way forward, that's solid. We can put him in instead of Reamshaw, and we can put Reamshaw on the wing. That might not be a bad idea, but bumping him down to third line center is going to suck because he's not going to grow. I mean, like, at the same time, you know, it's kind of, them's the breaks. So Nemish is going to be swapped out for Reamshaw, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Oh, and Sebastian Aho's scratched. That's kind of weird. I don't want him to be scratched, but there's no place to put him, so I'm not going to put him in instead of Chad LaRose. Defense is another place that we have an error right now. Since I want it to be Morrison, we want it to be, so we want Carlson there. That makes sense, to have him with Manel. And then we'll bring in De Jong on the third pairing here, and then we'll put Val on the first pairing. And that's pretty much the way she's going to go in the AHL for us. So Val is getting some good minutes. Extras, we're obviously going to have to adjust our extra attacker and shootout. Extra attacker is going to be sort by overall. Dubé, because he's Bay. Get it. And we'll get him in on the shootout too. So that is pretty straightforward. Where is he going to be? Is he going to be like at the very bottom? Yep. Alright, substitute you in. Cool. I think we're good. Alright, well that was a nightmare. Oh yeah, we gotta check our goalies too in the AHL. I don't want the Muse getting starts. Nope, Muse, you're not getting starts. You're 30. You're washed up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good line-wise. Power forward. It's a bit of a hard mix, but you know, really changes the locker room for you. Hockey is a business decision. No effect. If Viking stat is just like, yeah. No, okay, that is not the correct answer. I am sorry, guys. I am sorry. Dave Boland. Glad to join the team. I'll make sure. Don't get complacent. I think we got a fair deal with that trade. We got rid of a guy who's not going to have anything. It's good you feel that way. I think you have it in you to stick up here if you keep on improving. So, Roop, hope you take this chance to run away with it because you're being scratched. We need you to produce, buddy. So, pretty straightforward meetings there. We did well. A couple positives, a couple negatives, but overall, everyone should be pretty happy for bringing Bean back up. Unfortunately, we did have to send him down, but you know, sometimes life's a little bit tough in the GM world here. So let's sim forward. Another week. We'll see how we do. We're down a lot, actually. We're 32 and 22. We've lost a few games in a row here, which is not good. There we go. We need a win. Mirko Mueller with an injured foot. All right. This is tough. So we can bring up McCowan, but I don't think we do, because I believe it's just best if we bump Fleury up. Yeah, we bump Fleury up to the top line. So that's gonna be the move here, because Bean's he's an offensive defenseman. So maybe we bump Ghost up to the top line, bring Bean down with Mealy, break up the chem a little bit there, and then yeah, that works pretty well. Who's the righty shot? Oh, there we go, perfect. Righty shot, defensive defenseman. You know what? In that case, let's swap them around, and we should be solid. Cool. Scouting assignment, on to the next scouting stage. Again, let's stick with forwards this time. Let's do Russian forwards for, let's go with 1 month. Alright, shootout win again. So far so good. We're managing to win a few games here. And let's sim forward a little bit here. Let's check in on the team. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Evander Kane is not doing well, which is good. Dave Bolin has lost morale because of ice time. Well, don't expect any ice time, bud. So, alright, so it was Rupp that we swapped in for Mueller. So we'll swap Rupp in back again. Yeah. Cool. Put you back in the lineup. This is the first time I've had to deal with, like, there's been a lot of injuries, but there's also been a lot of, like, reasonable injuries, like nothing major. Morrissey's going to be a solid 6th defenseman for us, 6th, 7th guy, so that's good. Mueller back into the lineup makes an immediate impact. We win our next game, so, and then shootout loss, which is perfectly fine. Let's check out where we are in the standings. I believe we did drop. Yeah, we dropped quite a bit, actually, which sucks, but, you know, when you lose that many games in a row, you're going to drop. We're still holding on, barely, not by much, but for a team that was once, you know, top in the league a few weeks ago, to drop that much, oh, you know what? We're 4th in the Eastern Conference. We're okay. We're okay. Barely, but we're okay. 4th in the Eastern, 10th in the league, so that's solid. Sam Bennett's doing really well still, which is really good. Yeah, he's a point per game player, which is phenomenal. Ryjo's doing well, Kane's doing well, Kucherov, Ghost Bear's doing well, Puljujarvi's doing well. I think we give, this time we swap Puljujarvi with Benson, because I believe that'll give us a little bit more of a balance there. Kucherov goes back to his natural wing. Vincourt can play his off wing. Yeah, I think that works. Sniper. Do we have a playmaker? No, we don't. I could bring in a depth playmaker, but overall, I think this is all right. So, yeah, I like the looks of that. So I think we should just continue on with the sim here, because I mean we've got an 84 overall, an 81, and an 82 on the 3rd line, which is always solid. Yes, we have Benson up there, but I mean, heck, he's still doing well. It is trade deadline. You know what? We should probably just check and make sure everything is okay. So let's sim forward a couple days here and sim up to the trade deadline here. So, okay, trade deadline is upon us. Go to player morale. Love how player morale is on the same day as the trade deadline. There are times that I don't want to walk into that. Thanks for the input, but I'm happy with the group we have. So, deal with it. Deal with it, Dave. We're at 72 chem. It's not horrible. So, that's always good. AHL-wise, we're doing phenomenal. Let's go ahead and let's check out the AHL stats, because we haven't done that yet, actually. There we go. AHL. Go, switch. There we go. Let's see who's just been absolutely dominating it for us. And it looks like Dubé's doing really well. Yeah, him, Latikainen. He's been doing well. McCowan, Wright. Eriksson Ek has been doing well. Franzen's been doing well. Gauthier. Alright, so we've been getting some solid numbers from everyone. That's always good to see. And where are we in the standings? We should be top of the league. Nice, we are. We're in top of the division at least. Are we in the league? Ooh, nice. We're tied for top in the league. That's always good. Good season from the young guys. Let's go to trades. And let's see, because it's about time to end the episode anyways. So I know you guys want to keep them shorter. Trying to. It's been about 35 minutes, and that's pretty solid here. So Tokarski, Sakach. Franz Nielsen would be an interesting pickup, but again, we don't really want to do too much with this team. We could get some first-round picks in, would be the only thing, but what would we have to give up for them? I mean, we could bring in Oduya as depth, maybe a good locker room guy. I don't know. I mean, the team gets happy when you bring in a good player, but I don't want to bring in someone that causes like another player to be scratched here. So, 19 top 9 potential. He's interesting. Even ins, he's interesting. I'll give him that much. We'll see if he's NHL or AHL. If he's AHL, then we'll definitely actually, or if he's CHL, we'll definitely actually like try to get him for picks, because that's a good way. It's a good way to go about things, is upgrading your prospects in that regard, because you can always improve upon them. And if you upgrade like say 2 mediocre prospects for 1 good one, it's good asset management. So Vasilevsky I would love to pick up, but unfortunately just doesn't fit in. Alex Edler on the trade block, 1 year left on his contract at 32. He's a guy who's got good potential. Obviously, Vancouver's not in a position to win, and they might be very happy with some draft picks. So, let's just see what he's going to cost us. Because who would he bump out? So he'd bump out... I don't want to get rid of Morrissey, because Morrissey's kind of a key cog in the organization. Because, I mean, like, they want Fleury, Estefan, Teravainen for him. Kucherov. Kucherov's trade value dropped a little bit, not much, but enough that I think we'll actually probably get rid of him in the offseason. It was LA with a really good prospect. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm probably going to end it here. And I'm going to go through the trading block myself, and we'll start things off on the next episode with trading block. I'm just going to go through all the morale stuff and see if there's like anyone that's super interesting for us that we should pick up. If not, then I will say that in the next episode and carry on from there. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, a rating is very much appreciated, and as always, feel free to comment below. I'll try to reply as best as I can, and take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.